Hello. I had the unction to talk about heaven today. Okay, so I just wanted to share with you some things about heaven that we may not have ever known. In Matthew, it says, we must enter through the narrow gate. All right, so while we're here, we have to enter the narrow gate, which the narrow gate, the narrow path is following God. That's not easy because we're in the whole world. 99% of the whole world belongs to Satan, is Satan's influence and the world's influence. So it's going to be very small to do that. Okay, so Isaiah says it's going to be all new heavens and a new earth. Everything's going to be brand spanking new. You know, every time I see them cutting down our trees and building houses, I mean, we can't eat houses, but you know, it just breaks my heart. And I'm not one of these like per se tree lovers. I don't worship trees. I just love trees, but I worry a little bit about them, you know, using up all of our farm fields for housing. But anyway, and so, but I just tell myself very soon we're going to have a new heaven and a new earth. And there will be trees, and there will be birds, and there will be flowers, and there will be some of the most beautiful things that your mind cannot even conjure up. All right, so John tells us that there's going to be many mansions. Jesus says, I go to prepare a place for you. And he is preparing us. There's going to be many mansions in heaven. And so Isaiah says there's going to be no blind people, no deaf people, no lame people, it's not going to have any of that. In Isaiah 65, he talks about we're going to plant vineyards and eat of them. So it's not like we're just going to be sitting up there floating all around, bored out of our skull. No, it's going to be this life down here is just a shadow of what is going to be up there. Okay, so we're going to be planting vineyards. Some's going to be building houses and inhabiting them. It's just going to be awesome. But there'll be no more tiredness or no more sweat on the brow or no more curse of the earth. It's just going to be amazing. Revelation says that God wipes away tears. There'll be no more tears. We won't have anything to cry about. Everything's going to be perfect. Isaiah 65 says perfect peace there. Even the wolf and the lamb will lie together in peace. There's going to be no more growling and fighting, and no more worrying about snake bites when you're running through the woods. No more worrying about wild animals biting you. Everybody's going to be at peace. Everything is going to be at peace like it was meant to be from the very beginning until sin entered. God, of course, dwells in heaven. Hallelujah. We get to go before his throne and bow before him. Ooh, can't wait. Psalms 8:3 consists of planets and stars and galaxies. We're going to have galaxies and stars. Can you imagine being in heaven and at night looking up at the stars? Oh, I don't even hardly get to see the stars here anymore, but in heaven we will get to see them all. Oh, I can't even imagine. Jesus says in John 14:2-3, he goes to prepare a place for us. We will live in real and beautiful homes. Hebrews says it is real and tangible, and there's many intelligent beings there. And 1 Corinthians talks about new bodies free of disease, pain, and death. We'll have new bodies. We will know and recognize our loved ones. I think it'll be through their voice because we're going to have new bodies, but you know, the voice, you know, all of our words goes up, you know, those words are always forever, you know, and I think they'll know us by our voices. Maybe we'll still have the same voices. I don't know. What do you think on that? I don't know. It's interesting, though, to think on it. But 1 Corinthians says we'll know and recognize our loved ones. It's a real place, houses, gardens. We'll have hobbies. We'll have our loved ones. That's all a part of heaven. We'll be free from sickness, war, crime, harmful things that harms us. The best of this life with such an additional joys that you can't even imagine. So if you enjoyed this life, oh my heavens, you have no clue what's waiting for you in glory. You'll be all with your family and loved ones if they are saved, and we'll all just be one big happy family up there with everything we could have ever hoped and dreamed of. You won't have to buy anything. It's all going to be given to us. We will just live in a perfect paradise. Please join us. please, if you're not ready, get ready and join us for this wonderful, wonderful time that we will have together in glory forever and ever and ever. No end to it, ever. All right. I love you guys. Be safe out there. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day. Bye.